David Grasso here live from the Seoul conference with none other than Bo Dietl. How you doing?
I've been coming to this conference. I started with Anthony in 2009.
So you've worn many hats, Bo, over the years.
Yes.
You know, some that have you'd rather talk about than others, of course.
No, I'll talk about anything.
You've been in politics. You were in Wolf of Wall Street. You played yourself, correct?
Goodfellas, Wolf of Wall Street, Vinyl. I'm in the new upcoming movie this fall, big major role in The Irishman. I've been in the private investigating security business for 34 years.
There we go.
And if you can't be in this business for 34 years, same name, same company, and last for 34 years unless you're doing something, 1, successful, 2, ethical, and 3, honest. And that's what we're all about.
Okay, so you have children. You told me you have a grandchild as well. What's your advice for the young people? You've kind of traversed many fields.
Yeah, I got some real good advice because I'm guilty of it. Here it is. What you got to understand, all these people out there that are listening, don't think about just today. Tomorrow's going to come around, because I did the mistake and I made the mistake. I was a young man and I was making a lot of money and I was spending it as fast, not thinking about tomorrow, and eventually that money can run out. You have to prepare yourself, and you have to be you have to have drive. Don't be lazy. And you know what the problem also with the young people, and I'm guilty, is I give my kids everything. They don't understand the value of hard work equals success. Because I'm successful doesn't mean, because I have a brand new Mercedes, that doesn't mean you're entitled to it. You got to go out there and work 2 jobs, and don't ever say you can't do. Strive for the stars and say can do, and don't be a person that's lazy. I keep going back to lazy, because the worst thing is I'd rather someone try and make a mistake than rather someone who doesn't try.
So what's your advice for entrepreneurs? Because you're obviously had your own business. You went from getting a stable paycheck from NYPD to starting your own business. What did you learn from that?
Well, I've had a few businesses. I had a few cybersecurity companies. The big one I just did was I put together a company. It's called Advanced Cybersecurity. I bought the patents. It cost me $9 million. I bought the patent for keystroke encryption, because I saw on the internet a lot of people were being attacked. People don't understand. You have what they do phishing, and they look for emails, they attach themselves to an email, and then unbeknownst to you, the email's sent somewhere, and you open it up. Once you open it up, now you're inviting the person in. Sure. They put what they call a keylogger or some malware in your computer. But what we've developed now, the keystroke encryption, is if they come and they breach you, every time you keystroke any of those account numbers, it blocks it out.
What's your advice to entrepreneurs, young people, the future change makers of tomorrow, you in 30 years?
Well, now,
the people who are coming for your job.
Right now, we're on the verge of all this new technology. Technology is the way to go. I'm actively involved with AI in our investigations. AI is the way to go there. Here, I use this as an example. 60 Minutes, been around 50 years, right? Now with the advent of AI, I could put Bo Dietl in there once you download all the stuff. How many times Bo Dietl's name was mentioned on 60 Minutes? In the last 50 years, boop, 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 it kicks it out. It would take people weeks, if not months. The other side of it is experience. Always remember, before you run, you got to walk and get the experience, know what you're talking about. And for the future, you have this blockchain that I'm excited about. What a devising. We had this other stuff that fell down. Was that Bitcoin? That went into the garbage can. But now you got blockchain is exciting. That's an area for you young people. Look into blockchain. That is the future. You don't have to have currency anymore. You have immediate money. You have a company. You don't have to send out your receivable. You got your receivable right away. Most important thing is for young people out there, learn before you talk. A lot of people talk and not know what they're talking about. Learn it and get experience in wherever you're going. And then you can talk. And you're never too young to be successful. Strive for the stars.